Senator Kamala Harris drops out of the race for the White House. More nasty weather conditions are on the way toward Kern County. Kevin has your complete forecast. And turmoil in Europe as President Trump delivers harsh words at the NATO summit. This is 17 News at Noon. Good afternoon to you, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Alex Fisher. We begin with another presidential candidate dropping out of the presidential race. Senator Kamala Harris announced she is ending her campaign for the Democratic presidential nomination. The California Democrat emailed supporters early today saying she does not have the money needed to wage an effective national campaign. Harris entered the campaign in January with a burst of momentum and support, announcing her bid before a cheering crowd of more than 20,000 supporters. That enthusiasm gave hope for many that a woman of color could make history and be elected president. And Harris drew notice for moments such as her debate confrontation with Joe Biden over school busing. But that early momentum fizzled, and in recent weeks, Harris had laid off staff and focused her campaigning on Iowa. Her polling suffered, though Harris had qualified for this month's Democratic debate. Harris noted in her email that she could not, in good faith, claim to have a path forward if she did not believe it herself. All right, let's turn things over to Kevin Charette, who's got a look at your forecast, because if you stepped outside today, you've already seen this. Cloudy skies, a little bit of haze, fog. There's still kind of a mixed bag before we see another system move on through. Yeah, some of that fog we had up to the north today, so we definitely have a mix as these clouds move into the area. And then as we take a look at the satellite and radar, nothing on the radar yet, but plenty of clouds to be seen around the Kern County area. So this is kind of the first leg of what is to come later on tonight. 54 degrees on the temperature right now, no winds to talk about. Visibility with the haze and the clouds down to 4 miles out at Meadows Field. And you can see here, temperatures throughout the day will be in the upper 50s. I think we'll see some lower 60s as well. Tehachapi at 46 right now, and breezy with that southeast wind right around 21. Visibility is good. And you can see here throughout the day, temperatures will be in the upper 40s and then swinging down into the lower 40s as we head into the night. So kind of a roller coaster in temperatures as we go throughout the day as this next system arrives later on tonight. I'll have much more on this coming up in just a few minutes. All right, Kevin, thank you so much. All right, we want to get to some breaking news out of Washington because the Democratic-led House Intelligence Committee released a report containing a summary of evidence it has collected in the impeachment inquiry. Now, House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff is holding a news conference right now about the report just released. In it, the report says, quote, no other president has flouted the Constitution and power of Congress to conduct oversight to this extent. So let's take you to Washington right now and let's listen into this news conference from, again, this is House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff.
Guided by thoughts of his integrity and the great moral clarity that he always showed in his work. I also want to thank my colleagues, Chairman Engel, Chairwoman Maloney, for their tremendous work as well. This report chronicles a scheme by the President of the United States to coerce an ally, Ukraine, that is at war with an adversary, Russia, into doing the President's political dirty work. It involves a scheme in which Donald Trump withheld official acts, a White House meeting, as well as hundreds of millions of dollars of needed military assistance in order to compel that power to deliver 2 investigations that he believed would assist his reelection campaign. And I want to underscore, first of all, just how important that White House meeting was to Ukraine. Ukraine has a new reformer as its president, President Zelensky. A meeting with the most important patron of Ukraine, the President of the United States, in the Oval Office carries enormous significance, both to the people of Ukraine, but as equally important to Russia, that the United States has Ukraine's back in its conflict with a nation which invaded its territory. The military assistance is also absolutely essential. As President Zelensky goes into negotiations with Vladimir Putin, the fact that the United States is providing substantial military assistance approved on a bipartisan basis by Congress is enormously important. The withholding of that aid, even for a period of time, sends a disastrous message to friend and foe alike that the United States does not have the back of its ally. So these were things that Ukraine desperately wanted and needed. At the same time, there was something President Trump desperately wanted and believed that he needed, and that was an investigation that would damage the rival that he feared apparently the most, Joe Biden, as well as an investigation into a debunked conspiracy theory that it was Ukraine, not Russia, that interfered in our last election. Now, that conspiracy theory, which is often summarized or characterized by the term CrowdStrike.
All right, now this release comes ahead of a meeting scheduled for 3 p.m. This afternoon for the panel to consider and adopt the report. This also comes ahead of tomorrow's hearing, and of course we will carry that hearing live for you tomorrow morning starting at 7 a.m. And if you'd like to read more, you can go to our website, kget.com. Meantime, President Trump and his NATO counterparts are gathering in London today to mark the alliance's 70th birthday amid deep tensions as spats between leaders expose a lack of unity that risk undermining military organizations' credibility. NBC's Kristen Welker has more from London.
So thank you very much.
This morning, President Trump and French President Emmanuel Macron meeting face-to-face in London.
Had a fairly long relationship and a very good one. We were just discussing certain things, and then we're going to have a long conversation afterwards.
It comes just hours after Mr. Trump came out swinging against Macron, one of his key allies in the alliance.
President Macron said NATO is brain dead. I think that's very insulting.
The president slamming Macron after the French leader recently said the global alliance is experiencing the brain death of NATO. Macron made those comments in part as a criticism of President Trump's decision to pull troops out of Syria. The president firing back at Macron today.
It's a tough statement, though, when you make a statement like that. That is a very, very nasty statement to essentially 28, including them, 28 countries.
But President Trump has been sharply critical of NATO himself since taking office, accusing other member countries of failing to pay their fair share in defense spending.
I'm going to tell NATO, you got to start paying your bills. The United States is not going to take care of everything.
Another close alliance under scrutiny, the president's relationship with British Prime Minister Boris Johnson. While the two will cross paths this week, they do not have an official one-on-one meeting scheduled yet. President Trump will also meet with the leaders of Germany, Italy, Canada, and Denmark. And later today, he'll attend an event at Buckingham Palace with the Queen and other world leaders. Prince Andrew, who's currently embroiled in that Jeffrey Epstein controversy, won't attend. The president asked about that, and today saying, quote, "I don't know, Prince Andrew." Back to you.
Jury selection continues in the retrial of Leslie Chance, the former elementary school principal accused of murdering her husband back in 2013. Chance faces life in prison without the possibility of parole if convicted of first-degree murder in the death of her husband, Todd Chance. Prosecutors say she killed her 45-year-old husband to collect hundreds of thousands of dollars in life insurance policies. She's accused of shooting her husband off a dirt section of Noriega Road near Enos Lane on August 25th, 2013. Her first trial in June ended in a mistrial when the Public Defender's Office declared a conflict of interest in representing her. Judge Charles Bremer said he expects jury selection to last the rest of this week. Opening statements could be heard as early as December 9th. Well, still to come, it's on the rise. More cases of the flu are being reported, and California is one of several states seeing a lot of cases. How this compares to years past, and the warning from health officials. Welcome back. The flu is here, and it is spreading. Federal health officials say nearly every state is dealing with the flu. The CDC released its latest report yesterday on flu activity. The agency found the flu spread significantly in all but 7 states as of the week ending November 23rd. The South and portions of the Pacific Coast have been hit the hardest. Alabama, Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, Texas, and Puerto Rico all saw the highest level of flu activity in that week. The flu season got off to an early start this year and is already considered deadly. The CDC says at least 5 children have died so far from the flu. Yeah, we've been talking about how important it is to get your flu shot, and health officials here in Kern County say it is not too late. You want to get it as soon as possible because we can see the kind of peak season of flu for several more months. So we've still got a long way to go before things start to improve. All right, let's take a look at your forecast now with Kevin because he's tracking yet another storm making its way to Kern County.
Yeah, and this is a look toward the east, and you can see lots of cloud cover around the area. area, and that is all of Kern County before we see the rain late tonight. Let's show you our camera network, and you can see Wasco right now, cloudy skies and 53. Arvin, 57 in the clouds, and Golden Hills up in the mountains, 49 degrees. Frazier Park, still a little bit of snow on the ground, and currently sitting at 43. So definitely the clouds have moved in all areas of Kern County, and you can see, again, the Wasco area. Even saw a little bit of fog earlier this morning. 54 degrees in Bakersfield right now under a calm wind. As we take a look at the skies, that's all we're seeing right now is just the cloud cover. And I want to talk about the rain for the month of December because more is on the way. We've only picked up a trace so far, but here are previous years. From over a half an inch in 2018, we fell back in 2017, but 16 and 14, we had over 2 inches of rain. So we're just starting the month of December of 2019. We'll see what our numbers look like at the end, but this is the past 5 years for the month of December. So here's a look at the regional view right now. Plenty of clouds, and you can see the moisture is still off to the south and to the west, but this is all going to make its way our direction as we head into tonight. Take a look at Yosemite Valley, Half Dome, looking snowy right now, at least on the peaks. More snow is expected as we head into tonight. In fact, take a look at our snow forecast, and you can see into the Sierra, more snow is expected, 12 to 18 inches in some locations, and then areas near Alta Sierra could pick up 3 to 6 inches of snow. And it's all because of this area of low pressure here that's going to swing on in for tonight and then move east. That will open the door for late Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday for another system to move in from the Gulf of Alaska. That one is going to be a little bit colder, but not cold enough to bring those snow levels down to pass level because these are our mountain elevations for Frazier Park, Lebec, and Tehachapi, and we're expecting the snow level to be right around 6,500 feet to 7,000 feet. So the passes will remain clear in this series of systems. Now, here's a look at our 18-hour futurecast model. We'll put it into motion. Some light moisture, possibly by 10 o'clock, but I think the heaviest of the moisture will move in after 11, and that will continue into tomorrow morning. This model going through 6 a.m. tomorrow. So make sure you got the umbrella and the rain boots ready for tomorrow. So let's spell it all out. Today through Wednesday, mostly cloudy skies, a rain arriving between 10 and 11 o'clock tonight. Come enjoy the Christmas parade. On Thursday, it will be dry, so that's good news. And then late Friday through Sunday, another wet storm arrives, but again, it will be just rain. No snow expected on our passes. Here's a look at the forecast for today, and the temperatures will be right near 62 in Bakersfield. All areas looking at the lower 60s this afternoon. And then for the mountains, we're looking at 51 in Frazier Park, 50 in Bear Valley, and upper 50s for Lake Isabella and Kernville. For the desert, mid-50s for Mojave and a northeast wind 10 to 20. Your extended forecast looks like this. Tomorrow pretty wet. A break on Thursday as mentioned. Showers late Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then clearing you out on Monday. Very little change in the temperatures. And then for the mountains, a little breezy tomorrow with that system rolling on in. A break on Thursday, more showers late Friday, Saturday, Sunday, mostly sunny by Monday for you. And the Kern River Valley forecast, same scenario with that breeze picking up tomorrow into the Kern River Valley as well. Not expecting snow in Lake Isabella, but up near Alta Sierra and areas north of that, we will see some snow probably, and also near Pine Mountain Club.
All right, so a lot more rain is on the way.
A lot more rain on the way for late tonight, tomorrow.
All right, thanks so much, Kev. All right, well, still to come, if you're looking for a place to travel this season, we've got probably the best deals of the year. We'll explain coming up after the break.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
All right, welcome back and taking a look at Wall Street. A very rough day for Wall Street. Right now, the Dow Jones is down 317 points. NASDAQ is down 70, and the S&P 500 is down 26. We'll have final numbers coming up tonight on 17 News at 5. Well, what happens here stays here. That's been the catchphrase Las Vegas has used to lure in tourists for nearly 2 decades. But now the slogan could be a thing of the past. The city could be using a very popular artist to roll out a new top-secret tourism campaign. Rock star Steven Tyler from the group Aerosmith introduced What Happens Here Only Happens Here at his concert in Las Vegas last week. There's some speculation Tyler may be part of the city's plan to launch a new slogan. Aerosmith is also reportedly involved in a top-secret surprise happening in Las Vegas on January 26th. They'll have to see what happens there. Well, on the heels of Cyber Monday, it is Travel Tuesday, a chance for you to save on your next getaway. But instead of buying things, how about an experience in a new place? NBC's Vicki Nguyen searched for the best deals when it comes to hotels, flights, cruises, and even vacation packages.
The holiday shopping season is hitting the road, sea, and sky. About 114 million Americans plan to spend almost $1,400 per person for those 2019 holiday travel expenses, including flights and hotels. But when should you book your trip to get max savings in the new year? Some experts say today, Travel Tuesday, an unofficial retail holiday.
Travel Tuesday has really emerged in recent years as the best day in the post-Thanksgiving sale period to book flights and hotels. There are more deals on this day than Cyber Monday and Black Friday combined.
Consumers can expect to see 18 deals per second today, with an average savings of 40% on airfare. Airlines like Iceland Air, TAP Portugal, Fiji Airways, and Alaska Airlines joining in on the savings.
We're seeing a lot of international carriers discount their flights today. They're really trying to incentivize travelers to take those long-haul bucket list trips into next year.
If you know exactly where you want to go, start tracking your flights right now. Use a site like Kayak or Google Flights. Enter your dates and destinations. They'll start sending you price alerts every time the price changes so you can buy when the price is right for you. Or let me show you a trick you can use if you don't know where you want to go or you have open-ended travel plans. Use an app called Hopper. Just scroll down to here where it says Deals Feed. Enter in the airport you usually fly out of. For me, it's New York City. Check this out. A deal to Barcelona, Spain, just $251, usually $591. Or how about a deal to Tampa for $65? Travel sites and apps offering deals all day. Hopper with up to $200 cash back for select bucket list destinations. And Hotel Tonight with 25% off reservations today using the promo code HTDEAL25.
So when it comes to hotels, they're going to be discounted about $50 to $150 off on average today.
Hotels also getting in on the action. The Cosmopolitan Las Vegas offering a buy one, get one deal. Book one night and get another free on select dates from December to March. Virgin Hotels in San Francisco, Chicago, and Dallas giving customers 30% off all month for trips booked through June of 2020. And it's not just airfare and hotels. You can also find deals on cruises, too. Riviera River Cruises offering $1,500 in savings per cabin. MSC Cruises giving up to $700 worth of free perks per stateroom booked on Caribbean cruises. What's the best strategy for super savings?
The best thing to do is to be flexible. A lot of these deals are going to be for destinations all over the world, some close to home, some far away, and for at all different times of the year.
All right, some good advice there. All right, well, still to come, the Christmas season is underway, and the annual Bakersfield Parade is just a few days away. The details you need to know coming up. Plus, a nearly $5 million chandelier shows up under a bridge, and prepare yourself for an epic showdown between Mother Nature and Godzilla. It's all coming up after this. Welcome back. It is that time of year. The Bakersfield Christmas Parade is Thursday. Begins at 6 p.m. right outside our studios at 21st and L Streets in downtown Bakersfield. And we've got a whole list of Christmas parades. And we've checked it twice to know when the parade starts in your town. Just head to our website, KGET.com, and click on the hot link icon. And after Cyber Monday comes Giving Tuesday. It's a day where local nonprofits rely on your help to carry out their missions. It is a national movement that kicks off the charitable season and encourages you to donate, either in person or online, to the organizations that give back to our community. Many local organizations and businesses are participating in the campaign today. For a list of some participants, just head to givingtuesday.org. You can also make the holidays brighter for local seniors. Tomorrow, we're teaming up with Christmas for Seniors. This is video of last year's event. We're hoping to collect items that low-income seniors often think of as a luxury. Things like laundry detergent, 2-ply toilet paper, Kleenex, books with large print, even gift cards, even toothbrushes. And smaller is better when it comes to some of the size of heavy items like detergent. You can join us tomorrow from 5 a.m. till 7 p.m. across our studios at 22nd and M Streets. And if you can, make the holidays a little brighter for our local seniors and help us stuff the bus. As always, cash donations are welcome as well. And on top of all of that, Our 17 Days of Christmas Toy Drive is underway, and we are collecting toys now until December 17th. The toys will benefit children and teens going through the Bakersfield Homeless Center and the Boys and Girls Clubs of Kern County. You can drop off new unwrapped gifts at our studios here at 2120 L Street, the Homeless Center on East Truxton Avenue, or at the Boys and Girls Club on Niles Street. And don't forget about those teens. Well, Canadians are doing a double take in Vancouver because of an elaborate and ornate chandelier that's been installed under a city bridge. And you won't believe what it's worth. Jeremy Roth has today's Take a Look at This.
What is this $4.8 million chandelier doing under a city bridge in Canada? Turning heads and sparking controversy, that's what. The elaborate fixture is a public art installation in Vancouver. It's titled Spinning Chandelier, and it actually spins. Some think the display, funded by a local luxury property developer, is mesmerizing.
I love the lighting effects.
Others think the garish display is out of place in a city facing a housing crisis.
I think it's grotesque.
The developer defended the chandelier, saying public art will always have its critics. The eagle has landed. Actually, it crash landed. Onlookers were stunned when a bald eagle crashed through the window of an H&R Block in Virginia Beach. The bird hung around for a while inside the business, then flew the coop, taking to the skies. Animal experts showed up to examine the scene and are hoping to track the eagle down to make sure it isn't injured. Finally, it's the clash of the titans, Godzilla versus Mother Nature. A resident of Apple Lake in New York used the iconic radioactive beast to showcase a snowstorm. In a time-lapse video, Godzilla and other various toys slowly disappear under the white stuff. The resident tweeted that a mixture of sleet, freezing rain, and heavy snow brought more than 10 inches of accumulation. Mother Nature won, Godzilla 0. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
All right, when we come back, they're dancing the night away. The play during Monday Night Football that has a lot of people talking.
All right, you'll be hard-pressed to find a group that celebrates touchdowns better than my very own Seattle Seahawks and the wide receivers. And they did prove they've got some moves last night in the third quarter against the Minnesota Vikings. Take a look at this. They've got better dance moves than I'll ever have in my entire life.
I'm right there with you, Kev.
And the game will open wide open with Russell Wilson and his crew. And again, yes, I was very happy last night as they did beat the Vikings. And they were dancing all the way to the locker room last night. But it was a good game, too. It was close at times.
Yeah, I'm just curious to see if other teams are going to start, if this is going to become a thing.
Some of them did. I think they choreographed that one pretty well.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. All right, thanks for joining us for 17 News at noon. We're back tonight at 5.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app. In the spirit of the Golden Empire, 17 News.